Hey guys, Scourge1567 here, and today I will be reviewing the Iron Man Armored Avenger Titanium Man from the Legends series. Obviously he's opened, and other than that, guys, I guess we can get right into the review. Alright, now before we start the actual review, I will be reading this, his little bio to you. Titanium Man, a loyal KGB agent, Boris Bulsky, was more than happy to undergo the experiments that increased his size and strength, and wear the massive armor that turned him into the Titanium Man. So now let's get on to the review. Alright, so before we get on to him, he does come with one accessory. It does happen to be a kind of a gimmick accessory, not really. A double missile launcher. So basically, he's got this pretty nicely detailed hand rocket launcher thing that goes on his arm right there. It does sit there pretty nicely. He does look very nice with it on. But if you're a articulated comic book artist such as myself, which I am currently newly involved in, there's that group on Facebook. Other than that, this guy right here, this thing right here, you just push down that little button there and it fires them out like so. Didn't fire that one out because I was pushing down on it. Well, there we go. So yeah, it is a gimmick. It is nice to have for maybe repulsor rays and stuff for the articulated comic book art. This little piece though is just kind of a little bit of a nuisance, but for the little kids it works. It's actually a very useful thing, like I said, for articulated comic book art and such, for repulsor rays. So putting that to the side, we will get into the actual Titanium Man over here. So Titanium Man is very nicely detailed. He's got a pretty amazing sculpt. It actually doesn't look like he has any articulation in his upper torso, but he actually has the ab crunch. I looked at him in store and I was like, I don't think he's got the ab crunch. That might be a downfall for this figure, but no, he's got it, and it's he's actually very posable considering he's supposed to be an Iron Man figure, and Hasbro really adds on a lot of that extra armor. But yeah, so for posability, his head can rotate that far, 90 degrees, because of these, and if it tries moving any farther, it's not going to work. So it does that. I think it can move back if you move it up. I haven't tried it. Nope, it just moves that far. So it doesn't go 360, it just moves, it can move 180, I guess you'd say. Not even 90 degrees each side. It goes up and down. Mine's a little loose, and that's how it came in package. Thinking about when I get more money, going back and getting the second one if he's still there. There were two there. But he's got the shoulder pads, which also have articulation in them. They move up and down, like so, and they're pretty nice. They're nice, soft. They're plastic. He's also got the ball joint, which makes it move up and down. And he's also got that upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which is what we always enjoy. He doesn't have any forearm articulation, but he has wrist articulation, which makes it spin 360 and also bend at the wrist. No finger articulation, unfortunately, but you know what? Can't really complain. It's pretty good articulation for a hand. He's also got the ab crunch, like I said before. He's also got 360 at the waist. He's got I'll move up the hand. He's got the ball joint at the hip. Also the upper thigh swivel to go along with that. He's got double jointed knees, which is also a pretty good need and want with a lot of figures and customers. He's also got this ankle pivot that kind of spins it around 360 and also up and down and a little bit side to side, not really due to the sculpt, but if it didn't have the sculpt, it'd probably be able to go side to side really nicely. The paint detailing on this figure, as you can tell, It's got about an orangish red right here on his visor, and it's got a nice solid green color on it. But the actual metal looking part, the metal part, has very nice tints and shades and very nice wash in it. It makes it look very authentic, like it's an actual armor. It's just an all-around great figure. If I were to give it a rating of 1 to 10, I would give it probably a 9, not a 10, just because it would be, like I said, 10 would be like, let's say probably like a Toy Biz Iron Man figure or something, for just to stick with the Iron Man figures. So now we'll do a little bit of a quick size comparison. Alrighty, size comparison time. Compared to the Thorbuster Iron Man from the MODOK series of Toy Biz, he is significantly smaller, just because this figure is actually very, very tall for an Iron Man. Compared to the Mark V from the movie series, not the Legend series, but the actual movie series, the released before the Titanium Man, he is about the same size. He's a little bit taller. He's got about, I'd say probably like maybe a 1/16 of an inch on him. From what I always understood, I believe Titanium Man was a little bit taller. It would have been nicer to have him maybe the size of the Thorbuster Iron Man, but other than that, let's do a bit of another comparison to someone who isn't Iron Man. Second size comparison. Alright, so compared to the Black Panther from the Toy Biz Marvel Legends line, he is a little bit significantly taller, but according to Mr. Sinister right here, he is a little bit shorter. Probably by the exact same amount that he's taller than Black Panther by, which is probably about a 1/16 of an inch. Other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the review, and he's a great figure to get, and I would recommend highly picking him up if you could find him. Alright, so talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the review again, and stick around for more.